Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing my February wrap-up and March TBR. So in the month of February, I read a total of 5 books, which I am really proud of. The very first book that I read in February was Love is a Mini Trouser Thing by Louise Renison. This is the 8th book in the Georgia Nicholson series. I like this book a lot better than the past 3 books. I feel like Georgia has grown since the past 3 books, and I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read in February was Illuminated by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This book I gave 5 out of 5 stars to. It was fantastic and follows a girl named Katie and a boy named Ezra, and right as they break up, their planet is attacked. And it was just amazing. And I highly recommend this book if you have not picked it up yet. If you listen to the audiobook too, the audiobook is fantastic because they have an entire cast doing all of the voices. The next book I read was Carvel All by Stephanie Garber. This is the UK cover. Ready? Hashtag cover reveal. It's the circus tent. I would have preferred the dress, honestly, but like, you know what? The circus tent's pretty cool. This book follows 2 sisters, one named Scarlett, one named Tella, and they've wanted to go to this magical interactive performance called Carvel ever since their grandmother told them about it when they were younger. But their abusive father won't let them leave the island that they live on. 7 years have passed, and now Scarlett is about to get married, and finally their invitations arrive. The 2 sisters are sent off to the island that Carvel is taking place, but once Scarlett arrives, she cannot find Tella, and pretty soon Scarlett discovers that this year's Carvel is surrounded around finding Tella, and whoever finds her first gets this year's prize of 1 wish. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. I highly recommend it if you have not picked it up yet. I loved her writing style. I loved Carvel, like, in general. It was just so beautiful and magical. I have a full review of Carvel linked down below if you'd like to check that out and see more of my thoughts and feelings on it. The next book, or epilogue I should say, that I read was We Can Be Mended by Veronica Roth. This is an epilogue that takes place 5 years after the events in Allegiant. I gave this epilogue 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I read it right after I read Allegiant. I forgot a lot of stuff. I completely forgot a faction name. Like, what is wrong with me? I forgot a bunch of the characters that were mentioned and came in and out of this story. Overall, I would recommend it if you're a fan of the Divergent series and would love to know what happens. And the very last book that I read in February was Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. This book is about this girl named Samantha Kingston, and after a wild party one night, she gets in a car accident and dies. She keeps reliving her last day alive over and over and over again for an entire week. And every time she relives it, she has to figure out the mystery of her death. I really liked this book. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, which is a very high rating. It's the highest rating I've known anyone has ever given this book. I didn't really like Samantha at first. She was a mean girl, but I did enjoy her story and how she dealt with reliving the same day over and over again. I'm also really excited to see the movie that comes out tomorrow. And now on to my March TBR. The very first book that I want to get to in March is Stop in the Name of Pants by Louise Renison. This is the 9th book in the Georgia Nicholson series. I've already started it. I'm about like halfway-ish through, and I'm enjoying it. I'm pretty close to finishing the series now. I mean, I just have to finish this one, and then I have the very last one. The very next book that I want to get to in March is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. This book is going to be a Netflix adaptation on March 31st. This book follows a boy named Clay, and one day when he arrives home from school, he receives a package from this girl named Hannah who 2 weeks ago committed suicide. Inside this package are cassette tapes with 13 reasons why she committed suicide, and Clay is one of those reasons. It's another sad book like Before I Fall, but I'm pretty excited to read it. And the very last book that I want to read in March is Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. This book is about a girl named Maddie, I believe, and she is allergic to the outside world. Then one day, new neighbors move into her neighborhood, and there's a boy there named Ollie that she immediately likes. The thing is that she can't ever like meet him because she can never go outside. I'm pretty excited to read this. I've seen the trailer for the movie that's coming out in May, and I'm really excited to just like dive into it and read it. I've heard fantastic things about it too. And that's it for this video. Let me know down below some of the books that you read in February and some of the books that you want to get to in March, because I would love to know. If you you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every Thursday and I will see you in the next one. Bye!